Okay, so this is what if Deku had Generator Rex's power. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. In the last one of Dragon Ball ZT, Goku just finished his transformation in 4 episodes. So what will he do now? And I can go even further beyond. Super Saiyan 3 transformation. Another 12 episodes to go, guys. But yeah, so Deku in this, he would be learning some new ability, sort of. With this, he would learn ability, I'll say, to fly. All Might gave him the idea, saying you can make something like a helicopter on your back or something. Deku would take this idea and would use it to create the X-Wing flight. I'm just gonna call it the X-Wing flight. Because I don't know what to name it. So, with this, he would learn that. With that, he would learn how to use skates. I'll say he already knows how to use motorcycles, so he just used the ability to make motorcycles kind of in his legs, you can sort of say. But yeah. After doing that, they would just do some physical training. Like I said, I would just tell me some moves later, and then after this or the other one, either one, if any of you guys ever watched it, which I have not. So yeah, he would work on physical training. If you guys want, you don't want to make him too physically strong, but for right now, I make his strength around 5% one for all. That might be quite a bit, but like, honestly, you can't knock out a regular person with that punch. As we've seen Stain get up by it, but we've seen Stain get up with broken ribs, so that might not count. And Stain is, why am I using Stain? One of the most best written characters ever made. But yeah, so Deku would do this, or he would train, and his speed would be at least equivalent to Ida, but Ida would eventually become faster anyway, but Ida's not going to be slow forever. And he can also accelerate with his, skates. And now Deku has created the air gauntlets and the air cleats, I'll call them. How about that? And his air cleats. From like soccer. And pretty much the punches are pretty much a complete mimic of One for All. But they're not super strong, they're just enough to blow stuff away. At least to a point of that. I'm not saying he can like level buildings with it. He could probably, it would be around the same strength as Deku's quote unquote, or a little weaker than Deku's quote unquote 100% at the beginning of the anime. I'll say it was more like 80%, so he can make like a small vortex, but that's still pretty strong. But the way that these weapons activate and the cleats activate, I came up with this not too long ago, is that Deku must build up energy inside of them and build up wind pressure by doing multiple punches and kicks. And why is this? Is where he can't spam this move. So what he does is that he would use his arms to continuously rotate them. And with this rotation speed, he would continuously punch faster and faster, stronger and stronger with these gauntlets on him. And with this, he would be able to destroy quite a bit of stuff with these punches, and he can build up the stuff. With this, he would pretty much dominate people, but yeah. With his kicks, it's kind of the same concept, but I'll say the kicks don't take, they are weaker, I'll say that, right now, because he knows he can't rotate that much with only kicks. Or I'll say the rotation speed, or how he gains energy is different. Instead of punching, he has to spin, building up energy, I'll say that. But yeah, so he would spin. I'll say he spins in the air to activate it. And because he does use a spin, he kind of develops a sort of shoot style. You know how shoot style works, like he shoots out like slashes of winds and all that. But yeah, that's practically what his moves would look like and be like. After this is practically all his training, but now is the test. In this test, Deku's, I'll just go over his points right now. It's going to be around it'll definitely be higher, because his father probably gained about higher than All Might's, because his core can be more long ranged and more continuously, like constantly hit, and he could probably slam robots in each other, or honestly, and plus All Might can go for 100. But I'll say this Deku's father's core, he had about 125, and Deku would get, with his weapons and his stretchy arms and his kicks are equal to almost 100, where his punches, he should get pretty high. And so Deku's rushing, creating his pretty much armor that's gonna be on his legs and all that. And he would start punching through robots, kind of like a Gatling punch, where it's constantly going. And he would go through robots while running like this. And with all this, like, built up wind pressure, as people seeing wind start appearing around it, Deku would jump up, away from people, of course, or that would end up badly, releasing it. And what they see is a spiral wind vortex appear over Deku's arms and would shoot out, destroying robots in front. Deku would, of course, run again. And now he would start spin kicking everything, clicking on stuff. And he would jump in the air I'll say there's a whole bunch of. He would jump, hitting the ground with the back of his foot, with everybody hearing a click. And that's when the ground would erupt with wind ripping up the concrete, slamming into robots, destroying them pretty badly. After this, Deku was kind of do the same routine, and Deku would be flying, of course, and skating at the same time, where he can land and be flying and all that, and still be going as fast. But yeah, so he would just be doing this for a while, and this is when the 0 pointers would come, with Deku having a completely stored up boot. Because you guys really thought I was going to use 100% of his boots? No. Because like I said, true 100% would destroy a lot of stuff around them. So yeah. I'll say there's 3 notches on his boots. 1, 2, 3. And there's 2 notches on his arms. 1, 2. He's only been using... For his boots, he's only been using 2 notches, and on his arms, he has been using only 1 notch. So he would jump up in the air, start spinning, and would say 100% release, which it would completely destroy the robot. While flying down, Deku would activate 1 notch, and would push downwards, hitting the ground, with the wind coming up, stopping him from falling. And he would slowly ascend with all this wind keeping him up, dropping down, saying, "I got this." And he, of course, saved this because of Uraka. But, yeah. But yeah, so they would have to take him and all that because how strong he is. Like, who wouldn't take somebody that strong if you're trying to defeat villains and all that? But yeah, so Deku would did this, and they would be the end of his hands, and he would help Udaraku, and they would go meet up with Recovery Girl and all that. So comment down below what 112 could do to Deku's quirk. What if he has any abilities that I didn't cover because I don't know any of it from the show. So yeah, I'm not expert in anything that he's doing right now. Honestly, this is literally more bullcrap I ever came out of my mouth. It was like randomly saying rules to his quirk. Honestly, I might try a scripted episode, but I never did one before. Which, if I'm scripting, I probably won't do it until later, and I'll probably be doing it at school for 2 periods straight. But on those 2 periods, I usually play Minecraft. Because unless they fixed it, I'm not sure, haven't been using it a lot. But it's in like edited edition for like schools and all that. But there is a way to get out of that, but I'm not sure if they took it off. Somebody said they did. But usually I get out of it. And I'd be like enchanting my sword, 1,000 sharpness, be slaying people. Right now I'm making like a maze sort of thing. It's not really a maze, it's more sort of like a like running room, but yeah. And I'm done with all this. See you guys want to comment down stuff. Goodbye.